Welcome to the Lenscap Chronicles. My name's Amanda and today we are in the beautiful town of Ronda. Southern Spain in the Andalusia region, and it's famous for two main things: the gorgeous bridge, the Ponte Nuevo, that crosses the huge chasm across these two parts of the city, as well as the Plaza de Toros. I wanted to bring this video to you to show you why you should keep Ronda on your itinerary in southern Spain. It's so charming, it's very beautiful, it's a walkable city, and there's just so much to see and do here. It is a little bit off the beaten track, so I'd highly recommend, if you can, hiring a car to get here. There are some day trips that go from the other major cities, but it's just such a lovely, quaint place to come and stay. And look at this view. This is where we're staying tonight. It's around 80 euros for this room, which is really a bargain in my opinion. Anyway, that's enough from me. We are going to go and check out Ronda. Let's go. Accommodation overlooking the Puente Novo Bridge, you can expect to pay up to 1,200 euros a night, or you can stay in a place like we did for only 80 euros a night, which doesn't directly look over the bridge but still has a cracking view of the canyon. It's right in the heart of Ronda Old Town and only a few minutes walk from the bridge. Now, whilst I would recommend getting a hire car to come and visit Ronda for more than one day, just take note of these cobblestone streets behind me where there is no parking. So it really pays to check out where you're staying and where the local parking is. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. Don't park anywhere there's a yellow line or you'll get yourself a ticket. First impression in Ronda is that there are so many little cafes and restaurants, shops, definitely set up for tourists. Ponte Noa Bridge is certainly a busy, booming place here for tourism, and it dates back to the 15th century, separating the old and new parts of the town. Despite controversy, bullfighting dates back centuries in Spain, and we're here at the birthplace of bullfighting in Ronda. We've come to the Plaza de Toros, which is one of the most iconic venues in Ronda. Entry is €9 per person, and you can walk straight into the bullfighting ring. are in the bullring, and as you can see there are two tiers for spectators, a lower and an upper. Some people inside have already found their way up to the top to check what it's like up there, but just being in the ring I guess gives you a feeling of the excitement and drama that must occur when the action is happening. Bullfighting has changed shape in various forms over the years, how the animals are treated and so forth. So if you are keen to learn more, you can also visit the bullring in Seville, which has got another great museum there in terms of learning and understanding more about this sport. It's a very important part of the city, so we're taking a minute to look around some of the premises. This includes the equestrian school, the horses, and where the bulls are kept and released the day of a fight. But for now, it's definitely time to leave the bullring as we are getting a little bit hungry and we want to check out some of these amazing restaurants. A Spanish must is of course a glass of sangria. You won't go past many places in Spain without being offered this red wine based drink, which is so refreshing, super delicious, and this time comes with a large adornment of apple, and you simply can't go wrong on a hot day with a glass of sangria. We found our way to Casa Ortega, which is a beautiful, divine little restaurant off of the main street. We've got some fresh seafood on the way. To that we've ordered the grilled dorado with a mixed salad and some potatoes. Can't wait. Let's tuck in. How was your grilled dorado?
Nice.
Yeah?
Nice fish.
How would you rate it?
8.
Excellent.
Good.
I would have given it 9. The great thing about staying overnight in Ronda is that by the evening time, most of the tour groups have cleared out. So there's greater access along the bridge for photos, just walking along, enjoying the atmosphere without a million people buzzing around you. Ronda has got some amazing places to view the sunset, so that's another benefit to staying here overnight, as well as having the place to yourself without the heavy crowds. You'll be able to find yourself the perfect little place to take some great shots. So we have this wonderful view, unobstructed, across the Puente Nuevo Bridge. It's 8:30 p.m. in the evening, and as you can see, it's still so bright. So we'll be here for another hour waiting for the sunset, with only a very few other people in sight. What better way to celebrate the sunset than with a little San Miguel beer all the way from Malaga province, which is where Ronda is located. Well, we've woken on a somewhat drizzly morning here in Ronda, but nevertheless there are still so many archaeological sites for us to check out. We're on our way to the Arab Baths, but first there's a few little places we're going to stop at. Ronda is steeped in a deep Muslim tradition and history, and these walls surrounded the Medina, which is the Arabic word for city. So all of these amazing walls you can see around me once housed the general old town city population of Ronda. Just as a practical tip when walking around these old walls and old pathways, make sure you have some good footwear on. These baths are a preserved prehistoric bathhouse. The main difference in these bathhouses to the Roman bathhouses is that the people in Ronda used steam to get rid of impurities compared to very hot water. The baths here in Ronda were located outside the city walls so that the many travellers who were coming past Ronda could purify their bodies before entering the city, and they also served as a means for the Muslims to purify their bodies and souls before heading into the local mosque. Once inside the baths, you can watch a short video which explains all of the technology and physics behind getting the water from the river up a pulley system and down via an aqueduct into the baths. The baths actually served as a huge social event in Ronda where people would come and dwell and chat, talk, just as we would as if we were going to the mall or to a local restaurant. Behind me you can see the bridge that led into the city, and this led travellers directly to the baths where they would have a dip, purify their bodies and then enter the city. Here I am walking across the original bridge into the city entrance of Ronda. It's right by the baths and there are beautiful viewpoints across the baths and into the gorge. Well, as you can see, we're having a bath of our own here in Ronda. The rain is truly out now.
What happens when you've been walking all day?
Well, when in Ronda, you simply must take the opportunity to come underneath the Ponte Noa Bridge, if possible. It's €250, so it's pretty cheap to get under here. And more than that, it just offers you another view to take in all of this gorgeous Spanish countryside. We are now inside the Ponte Nuevo Bridge. It is absolutely amazing and so surreal to be inside this structure that we've viewed from afar so many times on this trip now. What's even more crazy is the original bridge collapsed and they've rebuilt this one in the 1700s. So we're feeling reasonably secure, but you just never know, I guess. There has been so much corrosion with time, but it's incredible to be inside and I'd highly recommend paying the €2.50. Here we go! Underneath the Ponte Nuevo Bridge. One viewpoint we've really been looking forward to of the Puente Novo Bridge is this one here from the base of the gorge. It's absolutely spectacular and you can just see the bridge rising up in front of you. I'd highly recommend, if you're in Ronda, to make the somewhat perilous trip down to the base into the gorge so that you can check out these views. This is such a glorious view overlooking the Puente Nuevo Bridge. You simply must come here in Ronda. Try to get away from the crowds. It's a little bit difficult from some of these great photographic viewpoints, but when you can find a place just for yourself, it's so relaxing and just feel one with nature. Well, the umbrella is now out and that concludes our little tour around Ronda. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give it a like and of course hit the subscribe button if you're keen to join with me on more adventures.